He left behind the red soil of his homeland. A single suitcase held all he had. His heart thrummed with a hope fierce and bright. He dreamed of a future painted in chrome and neon, a world away from the dust and poverty. America. The word itself crackled with possibility. His journey would be long, fraught with danger, yet he knew his spirit, unyielding as the African sun, would see him through. The bus rattled, a metal beast groaning through the savannah. He watched his past recede, each mile a promise etched onto his soul. He carried the weight of his family's hopes, their dreams woven into the fabric of his being. He was their pioneer, venturing into the unknown to build them a better tomorrow. He arrived at the border, a stark line drawn between desperation and opportunity. The air hummed with tension, a palpable barrier of fear and anticipation. He joined the throngs of others, their faces etched with a similar hunger for a new life. This was the first true test, the gateway to his dreams. He paid a bribe, the cost of desperation, his stomach twisting with each rustle of the transaction. The coyote, eyes cold and calculating, pointed towards the south. Mexico, a stepping stone, a perilous labyrinth he must navigate. His journey was just beginning. The Mexican night was a living thing. It pulsed with the chirps of insects, the rustle of unseen creatures. Fear, a constant companion, whispered in the rustling leaves, lurked in the shadows. He pushed on, driven by a will harder than any jungle vine. Days blurred into nights, each one colder, more terrifying than the last. The forest seemed to press in, suffocating him with its humid breath. He ate sparingly, his meager supplies dwindling with each passing day. Hunger gnawed at his belly, but it was the fear that truly consumed him. One night he heard voices, harsh whispers, too close for comfort. He froze, his blood turning to ice in his veins. Bandits. Their reputation preceded them, tales of robbery and violence echoing through the migrant trails. He held his breath, praying to a god he wasn't sure he believed in. He slipped away, his heart a drum against his ribs, adrenaline lending speed to his feet. He didn't stop running until the voices faded, swallowed by the endless green. He collapsed beneath a towering saber tree, its ancient branches a meager comfort in the vast, unforgiving jungle. The river lay before him, a silver serpent glinting under the relentless sun. It was a treacherous beauty, its currents hiding unseen dangers. He knew the risks, the stories of those who had been swept away, swallowed by the murky depths. But there was no other way. He built a raft, a flimsy thing of branches and vines, held together by desperation and hope. He pushed off, the current grabbing hold, pulling him into its embrace. The water churned, a swirling vortex threatening to drag him under. He paddled with all his might, his muscles screaming in protest. He felt a searing pain on his leg, something sharp tearing at his flesh. He kicked out, a primal scream escaping his lips. Piranhas. He saw their shadows, dark shapes, circling like vultures, drawn to his fear. He kicked again, his leg a pulsing agony. Finally, he reached the opposite bank, collapsing on the muddy shore, his body racked with exhaustion and pain. He lay there, gasping for breath, the taste of fear and river water heavy in his mouth. He had survived another trial, but the journey was far from over. Section 4. A new dawn, a new world. The lights of the city blazed, a beacon in the night. Los Angeles. He had made it. He stood on American soil, his heart overflowing with a joy so profound it brought tears to his eyes. He had crossed deserts and rivers, outrun danger and despair. Now he stood on the precipice of his dreams. The air buzzed with a different energy here, a frenetic pulse that both exhilarated and intimidated him. He navigated the crowded streets, his senses overwhelmed by the sights and sounds of this concrete jungle. Everything was new, strange, exciting. He felt alive. He found work on construction sites, his strong back and unwavering work ethic earning him the respect of his peers. The work was hard, the days long, but he didn't complain. Every dollar earned was a victory, a step closer to building the future he had envisioned. He sent money back home, each transfer a lifeline of hope to his family. He imagined their faces, lit with pride and gratitude, and he knew that every sacrifice, every risk he had taken, had been worth it. Section 5. A chance meeting. The diner was a haven, a warm glow in the cold steel heart of the city. He came for the coffee, strong and black, and the feeling of community that permeated the worn vinyl booths. It was there he saw her, a vision in white amidst the red and chrome. She was different, her skin like alabaster against the dark wood of the counter. Her eyes, the color of a summer sky, held a kindness that disarmed him. She smiled, a gesture that lit up her face and sent a jolt to his heart. He forgot how to breathe. He learned her name was Sarah. She was a student, studying to be a teacher. He told her his story, his journey across continents, his dreams for the future. She listened with wide, attentive eyes, her gaze never leaving his. He found himself drawn to her warmth, her genuine interest in his life. They started meeting regularly, their conversations a bridge between two different worlds. He learned about her life, her aspirations, her dreams of making a difference. He shared his culture, his stories, his hopes for a brighter future. Love blossomed, unexpected and undeniable. Section 6. A love story, written in the stars. Their wedding was a celebration of love and unity. He wore a suit, his smile brighter than the desert sun. She was radiant in her white dress, her eyes shining with happiness. Their families and friends surrounded them, a tapestry of cultures and traditions woven together by love. They built a life together, brick by brick, dream by dream. He continued to work hard, his construction skills now employed in building their own home. She graduated and started teaching, her passion for education igniting a fire in the hearts of her students. Two beautiful children, a boy and a girl, blessed their union. He saw his own dreams reflected in their eyes, the promise of a future free from the constraints of the past. He taught them about his homeland, its rhythms and traditions, while Sarah instilled in them the values of compassion and understanding. Their home became a haven filled with laughter and love. He would sit on the porch swing, his children nestled beside him, and look up at the vast, star-studded sky. He had found his place in this new world, a place where love and hope triumphed over adversity. Section 7. Celebration under the neon lights. The music pulsed, a vibrant rhythm that echoed the beat of his heart. The air throbbed with energy, laughter, and the scent of spices. It was a party, a celebration of life, love, and the pursuit of dreams. Friends and family, a kaleidoscope of faces and cultures, filled their home. He watched Sarah from across the room, their children twirling around her, their faces lit with joy. She caught his eye, her smile as radiant as the day they met. In that moment, surrounded by the people he loved, he felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude. He had come so far, overcome so much. He raised his glass, his heart overflowing with happiness. He had found his American dream, a tapestry woven with threads of resilience, love, and the unwavering belief in a brighter tomorrow. As the music swelled and the laughter echoed, he knew that his journey, a cyberpunk odyssey across continents and cultures, had led him home.